Hey guys, Jeff with the Common Sense Camper. This is the Rothco ammo bag. These are very inexpensive. I feel they're very well made for the price. I just checked Amazon, you can buy these for under $9. I believe I bought this at an Army surplus store, and I want to say it was around the $8–9 range. So for what you're getting in this bag, this is a great substitute for like a haversack, some of those more expensive haversacks. Now don't get me wrong, those are very well made haversacks. Some of those leather ones that you'll find, the oilcloth type haversacks, very well made, and they will last a lifetime. But if you're like me and you buy a lot of bags and you don't want to spend a lot of money on it, this is definitely a way to go. Now there's two modifications that I made to this. The first one is I did treat this with a chemical beeswax solution that I made, and then I took some otter wax and put that over top of it. I did test this in the sink a day after I did that, and basically I just took the back of this and kind of made a little bowl, filled it up with water, and left it overnight. When I came back, there was no water in the bag. So it will take a beeswax treatment very well and make it more waterproof. And I think if you use this, and if you're not out, let's say a torrential downpour where the water is going in the sides of this bag, this is going to serve you very well even on a rainy day. The other modification that I did to this is the strap, and I will show you that once I unload the bag. It'll be a little easier to do so. The bag is, like I said, pretty simple. It has a single strap here with a single flap, and then on the front you have two pouches with Velcro enclosures. And I'm okay with these. I'm not a big buckle person. To me, this is, I hate to say it, kind of cumbersome. I prefer Velcro unless I'm out hunting. Obviously, you don't want making Velcro noises while you're out hunting. But hunting's probably the least outdoor activity that I do. So I'm okay with the Velcro. These will fit Altoid 10s. That's my fire kit that I have in there. Unfortunately, I know everyone's going to ask, they do not close with an iPhone. That's an iPhone 4. Now the phone does fit in the pouch, it just will not, the hook and loop will not connect. So you could get a Velcro kit and extend it, which, if that's important to you, that's not a bad deal. I mean, you can get those kits for like $2. But it has two of those pouches, and again, it does fit the Altoids 10. Now, for size comparison, or kind of size up the bag, give you an idea of what you can actually put in this. Excuse me. I basically have my 5Cs in this. I have my knife, that's the Mora Clipper. Companion, I don't know, I always get these wrong. The Companion MG. So that fits in there. I have my leather gloves in there. I have some paracord. The Baca Laplander saw. A 40-ounce clean canteen with the GCI cup. And then my cover, which is one of those 5x7 grabber emergency blankets, which I use as a tarp shelter. And then my fire kit. So as you can see, for a small bag, it definitely, you can pack a lot of stuff in here. So the strap on this is very soft. This is one of the straps that just does not bother me. I can actually have this rubbing against my neck and it doesn't bother me. It's very soft, very pliable. It's like the perfect width. The Rothco bags, some of the Rothco bags, not this one, but some of the Rothco bags, you have to watch their straps. I've seen some that are similar to this, not the ammo bag. I think it might have been one of their first aid bags. And that strap is really small. I mean, it was like this big. When you put it on, it was like up to my chest. So this one has a really nice long strap to it. When this is all the way out to its longest length, the top of this hits just below the bottom of my belt line, or just below my hip. So, and I'm 5'7", and so I would say for anyone up to like 6'2", 6'3", this is going to ride really comfortable without being too high. And you can tighten this all the way down to a kid's size, because my youngest son, who's 10, actually has one of these, and we have enough here where we can actually really cinch it down and, you know, get it to like, you know, that long. Now the straps themselves, you're not going to be able to do a lot of modification to unless you're good with sewing, because it is sewn onto the bag here and sewn onto the D-ring here. But if you know someone that does sew, or if you can sew, you could add a D-ring here, cut this, and probably put a longer strap on it if you chose to do so. The modification that I made, the major one, was, I'm going to show you this, hopefully you can see this. This is the original location of where the bottom of the strap was sewn onto the bag. And this drove me nuts, because unless you pack this bag all the way up to where this is clear up here, which is silly, you're probably going to lose half your contents out the side of the bag. When I would cinch this down, I'm going to hold this strap where it was originally attached. When I would cinch this down, that's what would happen. And it's a bad design, and it just drove me nuts. It looks ridiculous. So what I did is I took an X-Acto knife and a pair of fingernail clippers, and I cut the strap off here. It took me about 10-15 minutes, because they definitely have this thing sewn on there really well. And just took some number 16 bank line and a sail needle. I ran 2 loops there, 2 loops that way, just in a cross. And I also put some Gorilla Glue, a good amount, because it's going to soak into this canvas really well. A good amount of Gorilla Glue, let it set up, and I haven't had any problems with that strap. It's not going to come off. I'm not hanging things from it, so I don't need it to hold 100 pounds. It's mainly just to hold the flap closed. So another question that people ask all the time is, do I wax treat my straps? The answer to that is no, and there's a couple reasons why. Number one, there's nothing in here I want to waterproof. It's not like there's this hidden little pouch in it that I got to, you know, put a ferro rod in or lighter, and I need to keep it dry. There's nothing in this strap I need to keep dry. The second reason is it takes twice as long to do the strap as it does the entire bag. And the third reason is, when you treat something with beeswax, it's a pliable material, and on really hot days you can actually put marks on your clothing with treating this with beeswax. Now it washes out, and it kind of looks like just like a dirt mark, but that's why I don't treat the straps. I don't see a reason to treat the straps, so I just don't do it. And like I said, it takes forever to do it. So that's the ammo bag by Rothco. Like I said, it's a great buy for $8-9 bucks. Can't go wrong with it. This is Jeff with the Common Sense Camper, camping out.